Hi, we're...
He's broken up.
I love this show so much. Hi, this is Robbie. I'm Bart. This is Barry. That's Mike. And that's Nathan. And we're MercyMe. And you're watching 117 TV.
Well, we know that you guys are so excited to hear their brand new music from MercyMe. We are here with the guys, Bart, and everyone else here today. So good to see you.
I just can't believe where my life was at. All that I know is my heart was broken. I don't ever want to go back.
Okay, it is studio album number something, way down the line,
28.
right? And it is called Welcome to the New. And I know that the purpose of that title had to be to pique some curiosity, because I am curious.
Yeah, it sums up a lot of different parts of our life and where our ministry is right now. And I think the biggest thing is that since The Hurt and the Healer, the album before this, God has been moving in a way to kind of show us that it's never been about what we do, and it's not about our performance, and truthfully, there's really no way that we can do anything to make Christ love us any more than he already does. And so we had a dear friend come in our lives and say, hey man, maybe just for a season you kind of rest in the finished work of the cross instead of trying to just work your tail off to try to get God's attention, because he's already pleased with you. He already sees you, and the cross did it all. There's no more work to be done. That's why it can't be works. And so for a band that's worked really hard for a long time, and even before that, for myself, who grew up in kind of a legalistic church, this was a weird concept, to, instead of pleasing God, just trust him. And so the last 2 years have been us kind of going through that, just figuring that out. And it's not an issue of that were we saved and we're saved now. Man, I've known Christ when I was 13, but I will say that until the last couple of years, it's almost like a quality of life has changed. It's like it's one thing when you think that you can actually mess up whatever is good is going on between you and God, then that's a pretty scary place to be. It has to be about performance then. It's like if you do good and God's pleased with you, that means when you do bad, he's going to be disappointed in you. But there's no condemnation. It's not how it works. It's not about what you do. It's about the same Spirit that raised Christ from the dead that dwells inside of you. So mentality changes, and your quality of life certainly changes when you start realizing that, hey, wait a minute, if I can't do anything good to make this better, and if I can't do anything really, really bad to be taken out of the hand of Christ, then what if we live our life like we can't screw it up? And that's what we talk about every night on stage when we're performing, is I tell people, like, man, if you can go home tonight, lay your head on your pillow, take a deep breath and smile and say, I cannot screw this up, then we've done our job.
There's a whole freedom that comes with that.
Absolutely. And what's sad is that people that grew up in the church like me, I think there's a lot of people that's unheard of. Is that, and people are scared of it. Don't you dare say that you can mess this up. And I was like, I'm telling you, man, you can mess things up and your circumstances up, but you will not mess up your relationship with Christ and your situation with Christ, because the cross was enough. He's not getting back on the cross. So everything that you do or have done or going to do in the future, he already stands over it and says redeemed. And so if all the sin is taken care of, and yet at the same time, you don't have to live this great life to really be really, really good so that he's really proud of you, because he already is so proud and so thrilled about you, then it's like, then I guess all that's left is to enjoy this. And when that sinks in, man, all the good stuff, the stuff that you might do, falls into place. A lot of us, we have this mentality that we've got to do these things to earn God's favor. And the truth is, we do these things because we already have God's favor. Mm-hmm. And it's you don't clean up before you get in the shower. It's kind of backwards, and so. But there's a lot of people that think that if I do good deeds, good things come my way, and I think that's a distortion of the gospel. I think that's a prosperity gospel that we don't believe in, and we believe that you do good things in your life because of the amazing, ultimate, great thing that Christ did for you on the cross. And so anyway, that's our new season.